man hasn't responded if you are a few days later responded. Also say Ken me and you 7,000 bia.
Oh, you remember how that you put now? Well, we not can we and much about it didn't come up. We'll talk about that. Apart from Onone Dianua, was say Ken in Bia Juma Biano. We'll come to Ken's issue.
TV3 mental. No, a judge into who are busy. Want to in that picture when he was so busy.
You are reminding me of something I don't want to remember.
Mark, no, I will TV3 mental. No more for the Juma. I know, but now you can make a cry.
It's in your money. I'm
going to show you what can be. May catch a mark say. Me know what Ken Numa.
Okay.
One, Ken, a creative fruit land.
Smart Ken update.
Ken, Ashanti Steel. Ashanti Steel is the biggest steel in West Africa.
Smart Ken update.
We are due commissioning stage. Now, when you issue with the ECG in the grid for ECG forecast said the can meet my, but almost a few so the power and the grid for. But remember the installation of the plant itself. And no pokra nipa install a plant on the site alone, jobs. Remember figures I can't remember. Or a mountain agro or central sugar.
A funny passe.
I'm coming there.
All right.
I'm going to give you. Or at the Paco store, or at the Paco store, or at the Semanco store, or at the Paco store, or NAP Radio, or ASFM, or Man FM, or Net2. Now I'm going to go into the figures. Okay, maybe this is a Platinum Plastics, a very recent company. Or 367 workers are more every day or site or 50 distribution centers, right? Assuming say each of the distribution centers even recruits 10 people, multiply by 50, and they say
that's about 500 people.
If I cut 367 or if I penetrate,
so we are looking at 867.
867 with the platinum alone. Young the real estate portfolio. The real estate portfolio can so. Or 277 houses.
Can't see what.
Say may name a channel 277.
So this one is what he is saying, but
yeah, but
you don't have on record.
But 7,000 workers, on the kind. So 7,000 workers. So everything is based on.
But you being a follower, no.
But let's be objective here. There's no way I can go and count 277 houses. If at the end of the day, platinum plastics and man, I have not go to count. It's based on what I've been.
I'm not asking you to go there counting.
I am telling you what the information that I have to speak on authority as a spokesperson. So can 277 houses based on him. If you want me to rephrase it, I mean. Now let's proceed. The real estate portfolio alone recruits more than 1,000 people. Let me give you the basis. Ken were 277 houses. Those are private houses, and no, my man one, you know, Ken no fear me say a jacuzzi fee until or one garden boy, right? It will clean our home, right? It will nipa manage this fee na 3 multiplied by 207.
And are these houses rented apartment?
Rented apartment. We are not our commercial houses. We are not our commercial houses. Commercial buildings also, and also your estate manager, your security, your way. That's why we put all together. Said the real estate portfolio alone gives about 1,000. We move on.
How does he get the funding for some of these things?
Oh, I thought let's deal with the figures. Yeah, we are near about that. Let me see figures here.
Okay.
At the cement cold store. At the cement cold store, direct workers are 57 workers. Or 23 distribution centers at the cement cold store. Each of the distribution centers is not doing less than 30 people.
Okay.
Multiply by 23 distribution centers, multiply by 30. And remember the cold stores I mentioned, I didn't only mention at the cement. I mentioned Asempa. At the cement part, I mentioned Adepa. I mentioned Agyapong.
All these are cold stores that he's been able to create.
He's been able to create. Did you do say averagely 50 workers with averagely 20 distribution centers, multiplied by each of the distribution centers, 30 workers. This alone so about 1,000. We inquire over 1,000. The start factory at Table Mountain, a first 700 workers directly. Farmers in Kahon. Farmers say Kuafo kwa dua banche no etuaba because obo sponsor Kuafo to go and work na etua omo the banche no aba because that's the raw material ebenya start na dey. Farmers nka ho. And obviously the farmers will be more than or no more factory. So you can also pay that. Let's even be fair with the modest number also around 700. Yeah, you can say. Yeah, but fruit line factory. Fruit line is more 350 workers. And also farmers are also there and can also buy the enka ho. Or more kofa e banka ho. The distribution there enka ho.
And we have all these on record.
Or Kansas City Media. Kansas City Media no
number two
fa saa workers ne saa dan kakraka no any security any nkofo mo ho any wahoni mo from freelance wahoni we dey paying around be 80 or 100. How many are we looking at? And I say be tafrat or a politician and then I dey bia no the be okay. And many go high the trouble on day. I asked a muscle care the contract. Fan said you according to contract na can
update.
Na nkofo ye djuma man. And no say intimate ka say e kwan we can you. Na esmesi na obente. Nipa bia 500 na ye djuma kwan na 300. But let's assume that these
ones that you've mentioned as well is
even what he has. He have. What is the basis until Krekumanti made those comments? It was the basis of Kenya contest election. As Abba Bonting, into Sadia, only let's discredit him. Assuming with that admitting say simple no wa. Nipana Okrekumanti a campaign man. Let's also look at his portfolio. Nipana has been able to run 3 successive elections in 2 years. What is the first election? The first election called primaries. Right? The first primaries, primaries in Krumham, national election, you need no less than $30 million. If you to successfully run it. We are not about general election. And
at this point, we are talking about Dr. Mahmoud.
General election, you need no less than $50 million to run a general election. Sometimes even 100. But let's be modest with the figure, about 50. And some was running in 2 years old. Or say one the 2023, no 2024 general election, and now 2025, 2026, and that's about $30 million. Some should be given around $110-120 million.
Okay.
Spend on politics.
What are you insinuating?
Besides, first of all, one, the only job I know was was Bank of Ghana, a job. But
isn't that what you know?
The only meeting or the public can also educate us. They'll be able to with the But let me land. I'm allowing you. The panel has been able to commit this on elections alone in the space of 2 years. Randomly, let's even pay it at $30 million. You must say. But be about me feel the Chrome Walla factory ben we see. How many workers and what me Sika fan send say any they are saying where you even had the money from to even run this expensive elections. Or no businessman or should be in the company, he has been able to run these elections. You must say, so Sika are committing to politics, where is from I don't care.
We should care about where
but I will not be able to answer. I don't speak for him, miracles more better. But the point is say, when you to me yes I know. Company not that about me.
He was a vice president. Another is leadership. Now more out say one district, one factory here and there. And you're part of it. And you're part of the achievement.
If you're Ghana Gas equity, Ken can also add to his portfolio. Second is not a board chair.
If he wants to.
And say that it will not make sense.
My time.
It will not make sense. It will not make sense.
The things I was able to do.
Those are not individual achievements. It will not make sense.
So you think about that can take credit?
He cannot take credit. Now I'm saying like that. I say
why let's show.
Oh no, they be said that. I say we feel mobile no interoperability. I say $50,000. I say when the office be say money be no has be more kwa. Emi adwuma. Huh? I said, we say this is a possible news headlines.
Now, first of all, you are wondering how Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia got the money for elections. This morning you've said
that is not even my main issue.
But it's also part of what we're
the basis of that analysis. And they say, it's all about priorities. But Dr. Bawumia cannot say who Makokreku campaign so well for. He cannot say oh you may be a 50 or Ghana. He cannot say that.
He's also a politician. There is that possibility, say, well, no, so yeah, baby, he wouldn't want it to
fair deal.
Just as you.
Fair deal, I agree. I agree. Some crime and this I agree.
That's right.
But reasonably, we call something objective realities. Reasonably, so you will be an abrabo. So an abrabo creating Numa and killing him so. The idea see in ye, but you see, the whole idea class or the Yenimba who can is also questionable. Again, I see. Again, I see. As a young man, amount for the NPP.
But this a man,
I want to respond to him. He said,
but Mark is listening to you this morning. In fact, when we are done, I
want to tell Mark, say, Tamana came creating a human, or no Mark, no TV3. No a judge or mentor. You know I busy. To a woman you might a care a critic. And your pa, my videos, my catcher, and you might can I a critic. Wakoya Juma, a wapaimu. Wajipi. Where the owner require at his own level, he can also create jobs. Or no, best at a higher standard and a higher benchmark for opinion. Or no, you must say, critic. We don't expect him to create 1,000 jobs.
So you are telling us this morning,
can I create 7,000? We expect, okay, this one, or also my 7.
All right.
You are
not being fair to him. But what you're saying is that, as it stands, near Obetimi Abuahen, Ghana,
Smart Ghana update.
Sinabia, a woman, Kennedy, a compreko Agyapong.
That is one. And secondly, so yeah, NPP as a party,
Smart Ghana update.
NPP, Iraq and Agyapong. I didn't make us in Iraq and a bit my duty, NPP. Okay, yeah, Bakosema, party be about in film watching, Mebwa. From 92 till now, rolling before
the Fourth Republic
Saturday. Okay, by the year 2028. And this is about no money 8 years, so no money just 4. So 2024 to 2028, 4 years and 8 years. And you,
unless of course you are adding the 4 years of Bahama before mobile.
But then that's what I can win. Exactly. Because I'm not percent most of the time. And you can't catch a whole park and they can do so. But you also say what you to me because I really in a sedum Katiana will be back or be trying to eat a better position 12. Let us say, I say, my son near the year. If you can say, I can say, will be Kawa day. Na kawabi en ho etimi wo fa beti ese ogutimi ni pakro na ze utimi ni pano etimi kosisi no and can they say omoko nyina nipa bia ni wa na ne eden say Iraq and Agyapong betima wo ndisi for ye aka mo for mo beti
see nkoko ntokwa yeah, a contest of ideas, contest of strategies.
But okay, I get you. Well, I'm happy with your questions. But okay, I'm comparing 2020 to 2024. EC had given us just 72 hours. So I'm going to make a declaration. Prior to that, Mahama had lost with about 500,000 votes. Akwana Mejan tomorrow. Papa ni jina wa kopim say obey press conference be was more comfortable with only say do get am. Dey no way. No who will lose but no protecting the MPs because him so koye ni premature
considerations be and
that affect the MPs nko for be kwa GCT na from onsem.
Okay.
You can compare to and then to question
2024.
Yes, your collection. And no need 2 days and a year 1 year anniversary
of your
predicament. Yes, your collection.
You wouldn't want to remember, I'm sure.
Yes, your collection. Electoral Commission has also given 3 days, which is the same 72 hours. When you say less than 15 hours, and a candidate called you too.
He's a man of peace.
Oh. Yeah, about 1592 we seen and to consider.
He's a man of peace. He feels that baby I do know. I knew you coming there.
I've done interviews for a longer time. He's a man of peace. He just wanted to look good.
In the eyes of the people.
In the eyes of the people. For his next election. Said the way about saying he's a man of peace. Meant Mahama the original and also protecting the MPs on the no better or didn't talk neighbor. What demanded Nigeria 2 million, he only sent one signal and message to the NDC. A single for Roma power. And to come to they've
given up. They've thrown in the towel.
Throwing the towel. You could drone coalition centers. So, couldn't to me and sir. It took the court to reverse 7 of those seats to us, which we see that we have done. But for the only concession by Dr. Baumia,
you nearly lost them.
7. It must send into Mount Courts. And the Pandai and the Akosisi. But I got in 2028. Chief Justice will near side of Master. What is what the court influence?
He's for the nation. He's not for a political party. Why was talk on you for you?
No, but
was talk on you for you?
No. you treat issue based on the merit that it present. What are the facts?
If you go there, they're also helping weaken the institution.
What are the facts? Oh, the facts of the matter are there. No, the facts of the matter are there.
What are the facts?
The facts of the matter are that Tokolo was unjustly and unfairly and crudely removed from office.
Would you say Marshall say? I don't want us to go there because this morning, you yourself, you know, is someone who can know. A big crab, metro.
You see, that's what I'm saying. That we do very simplistic comparisons, and then in our attempt to equalization, assuming even without admitting. Says a lot of said yes, and but that is not even the case.
That is why I don't also want you to go there by saying, say, the current Chief Justice. No, it's not on your side. The moment you start going, as a young institution,
we can deceive ourselves. Say on way side. But reasonably, we know the kind of politics that we are playing in this country.
I don't know.
Then I leave it to the jury. I leave it to the jury.
So you are saying the early concession, no, because you are the third person I'm at the same way or more say the early concession, no, of Dr. Bawumiano and no mamo parliament to say when you seat be brebe.
She say me no kase. There are 4 regions where NPP near single member of parliament. 9 regions, Oka parliamentary seats above near 98, MPP of 5, and this was 93. 593. And the only concession in the Papa Yano, Dr. Bawumia, and what the party in the shares.
It's one consulting. From what you know, tell us.
I cannot be able to say yes or no, but what I say is ultimately the rest on leadership, everything rests on leadership. The fact rests on leadership, ultimately. So I'm making the consensus on the cool years. I can't take responsibility for it. But you know, people have criticized Dr. Bawumia's leadership style. Say be say you have
been with him. You know him vice president. I mean, he was a vice president to your party, but of course to the whole nation. So you had that encounter with him. Would you also say when you're weak?
I think he's not a strong candidate. In terms of his candidates, as for his personality, I don't want to judge him. Okay. But as a candidate, he was a weak candidate. Even
going into 2020.
Yes, the reason why he was a weak candidate. We hear say, Ghana about to be a fair and skirt and blouse. To presidential candidate now be our MP and what But for the first time in the history of our country, close to 400,000 people, over 345,000 plus, almost 2 pieces no to tia presidential. Yes, when you say 276 constituencies, Dr. Bawumia, he lost 199 of them, almost 200 constituencies. He lost in almost 200 constituencies, 199 of them. Over there, based on the terms of every candidate, I'm talking about data.
Okay.
276 constituencies, lost in about 199. Well, lost in 199 of them. There are 7 regions that Dr. Bawumia failed to win a single constituency. 7 regions that Dr. Bawumia failed to win a single constituency in 7 regions.
Why do you blame him but not the party machinery that really puts in your mind together going into the 2024 elections?
Are you suggesting, say, the candidate doesn't matter?
He matters, but Ejumo amoye yene nsoso. Sorry for getting that.
Smart update.
But then say Mwaso Namuye Juma Boko elections, as a na when we supporting you. Don't you think that also contributed to Mudifi Nipa Bako for?
Okay, so how do you explain the 345,000 on Batuma pieces to Tiano? Say candidates are no more penna.
You weren't able to market your candidate well as a party
after 16 years of being in power, being in affairs. How do you explain almost 400,000 now? I'm about to my pieces and we are to tier presidential. I'm on pay. There are 2.1 million wameto. It be also be a party in Hunayomahi.
Okay,
but you had close to 400,000. I'm about to my parliament. We are to tier presidential. How do you explain that? And also a party, no, a party near the comment to my piece in the bar. But we are not to tier presidential. The guy was not just a good candidate. Okay, say maybe you'll be a free day. Oh, qua a jata or say the power fear day.
Oh, yeah.
And that's our kind.
That's also GD.
what do I mean?
Good.
As I'm telling for me, you don't be dimity. But let's look at the data and the statistics again. If you look at places to say be at the northern part of the country, if you compare Akufo-Addo's 2020 votes to that of Dr. Bawumia votes in 2025, Akufo-Addo will feel more for Chebi. When you say Akufo-Addo outperformed Dr. Bawumia by 16%. Dr. Bawumia actually Akufo-Addo votes in the northern part of the country by 16%.
As a person, no woman pay. And I say, and you may be an uncle was a moyen as a party time one more bemu am one yano and
maybe I will free also go for no votes about the Zongo votes about Akufo-Addo won't free hono. Akufo-Addo no here no free hono. 2020 no Akufo-Addo no so no asama. 2020 he outperformed you by 16% in the 5 northern regions. Oh now we free hono votes so by 16%.
By 2024 na mo why he wo. The baby I will lose.
And they didn't care about their candidate.
Like we're saying, I'm not necessarily but the party in general.
What may act as a 2024 Mr. Akufo-Addo the 2 and
the time need January. Let me ask you a few words now. Yes, sorry, want to pay. With all that you are saying, no, and send me a new and a person dealing with quickly. Now, say what in the media, I'll bet you say, Nipa we not one di a year. Kenechi, they say a woman in a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia camp. Some of them cry Beba Bonting because say now we are supporting Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Sansemine Motia. No cry woman is saying, and what are you doing wrong in Tiama Amafu Ejai Mochidi? Now even the MPs you are hearing say quite a number of them and you are more supporting Dr. Mahmoud.
I think it's rather the reverse. Young go home if you Dr. Bawumia by ho any bisu called Dr. Brian Champo. Let me start from this. President Akufo-Addo who brought Dr. Bawumia today is not supporting him.
How do you know?
It's a statement of fact.
Has he himself come out to say I don't support Dr. Bawumia?
But has he himself also come to say he supports him?
Is he the father of all?
No, but
why do you expect the former president to come out and say I support Bawumia?
Support can be by conduct and it can be construed. To the extent the last election not support or I'm a man no anka ba minimum name so support. Support can be by conduct. It can also be construed. What I say? You know, me yes, me be a man. My conduct alone will show.
So you think the conduct of the former president tells that he doesn't support it?
He doesn't support it.
Now, MPs ne.
Maybe business.
All right. Maybe need to politics.
Dr. Brian Champo. Some of the financial Dr. Bawumia campaign. This time he's contesting him, or he doesn't believe in his agenda again. Agyapong.
But someone also cry. Some call elections here and farmer Dr. Kennedy Agyapong. One man is just to compensate him. Doesn't mean say Kennedy.
So I've addressed that issue. It's not true.
Okay.
Even Brian himself said he won't speak to it. Okay. What Ken was doing is not Ken yet talk. Constituency be 500,000. Sorry, or 100,000.
Okay.
Or 100 constituencies, which is about 10 million. Tinipa or core constituencies, it could make 10 million. The transport on count, the team on count, the security on count. How does he go and take a bribe of 5 million? Say, we'll be there. Politics, and that's how it's done. Say, they can collection. Ukabit Marcos, okay. The way they support rounds, fuel. Those are normal things in politics.
Is that what Brian did?
Say Ken Eko baby. Now Ken constituencies. Now Brian is supporting the constituencies in A, B, C amount. These are no monies or the amount.
But is that what he did?
I can't speak for Brian.
No, you are saying something.
No. I'm just telling you how the politics is run.
Okay.
So on Bible, Ken 5 million Ghana cedis. He's not bribed Ken 5 million Ghana cedis.
Okay.
But what is the minimum ASA? Ken had donated about 10 million.
Smart Ken update.
I've spoken to Brian. Brian himself has said, "Pious this in the Bible. There is nothing. What are you responding to?
Smart Ken update.
Bible Ken 5 million for Ken 2. You see, it won't even make sense. Say, Nipa no coach 10 million had to go and take a Bible 5 million. What could be possible? Say, honorable way around so there. Then I'm supporting those constituencies now work on with EM. It's not Ken's money.
But did Brian tell you say me man this was the idea behind it whatsoever because what's the work consulted by
I'm saying say what could be possible? ASA honorable 100 constituencies.
Okay.
Maybe I have campaign resources with me. And of course, say campaign or not Brian Dr. Bawumia Team Nipa. Whether it is from his personal money or it is a campaign money most important thing is campaign resources.
Okay.
Not campaign resources. Campaign resources. And when I buy 100 constituencies there, I'm also supporting those constituencies with a amount.
Okay.
That NHS will be a quarter bribe.
All right. So I want to what boy go say but it's up to the public to also look at it with more spectacles. Now the issue of this more MPs, rallying their support behind Dr. Bawumia. I am Busa say if these MPs are more experiencing in Dr. Bawumia, then when can say Ebanu say we be man penia? Why am I not obey Jimai?
Banchenya ejane bechere. Banche enya ejane bechere. She be by 31st, he be home baby obi ejina. One, okay, so we can become almost 67 MPs. And the chomo ya claim 67 MPs. That we nipa 23 na wo. I
see.
And now so muka so almost 63, nipa 21 na wo. And let them ascertain. Say Akufo-Addo free ho, Brian free ho, Dr. Dochime free ho, na to share free ho. Engineer Agyapong free ho.
What's the free ho?
I've always been Ken. Just said the Nyansa na Kaho. I've never believed that about me could win. Could win general elections. He couldn't win.
So 2024 Mokona win him 70 min winning.
I knew it was tough for him. I knew there are circumstances surrounding his candidature. I bet man. Those ones I cannot say them.
Our time is up. I was Agyapong Komache. So finally, no, I'm sure Obesaba Biumna, that's one common so far. So finally, no, people are listening to us. Your message as Ghanaian to Ghanaians, and then that of Ken to the people, no, not your sorry, so
oh, Eddie Bokwaso, and Yahobrasel Kwaso. Message Ghanaians, and if you don't have the power, the Ekasa can be intimate.
Oh, but I mean national message. I mean, what national message to Ghana for you now. Anyway, still, bro, you're so about what's that cannibal?
I remember.
But the pam fancy dress at Tarigu.
I say, my sir. So we need do that. Every word about
every cash out.
And you message to Kendi. So message to
wrap it up. Let's go.
Oh, wrap it up. Oh, wait. I mean, that's one. They were Ghana for the party for you now. So I don't have to put the NDC bad before I sign a Kayasem. I feel that there are pressing issues that we need to address as a country.
Okay.
On the subject matter of Galamsey, which I feel the NDC has not done so well. Obianim say omu jẹ $2 na sabe ko because no mu di $100 na kakra. The way a smart person we better something where that they would do because of where you find yourself, you know.
Minimum, Mr. Kai Shaman. I go for Kai Shaman. Let us say you're a very good brother of mine. Don't do that. Lawyer, it's been nice having you.